Hey everybody, the Gaming Guru 51 here, and welcome back to The Legend of Zelda: Skyward Sword Blind. In the last episode, we sealed the imprisoned for the second time to where it came, and we were told to slash the Gate of Time with a nice good old Skyward Strike. And now I think I've waited too long for this. In this episode, let's do it! I'm assuming we're not playing Tetris, right? Whoa. Whoa, that is pretty cool. Well, there we go. Do not fear it. This is what we have waited for. At long last, the gate has been reactivated. Standing before you is a path that transcends the flow of time. It is a portal to the past, to the very place where Zelda now waits. Go bravely, Link. If everything is as I suspect, the reunion with Zelda you fought so hard for lies beyond this gate. Sounds great to me. Nah, don't worry about me. I'm gonna hang back here, Link. That stupid monster doesn't know when to quit, and Granny here keeps yapping on and on about how we never know when it might bust free again. Someone's gotta stick around and guard the place. Might as well be me. Besides, if I'm not here, who's gonna look out for the old girl? And you know what? Nah, forget about it. Wow, Bruce. When you see Zelda, tell her I said what's up. I'll tell her, yo, sup. Joking aside, Bruce, man, you have changed. Reminds me of other characters I said I hated in the beginning and then turned out to like in the end. I guess you're no exception to that rule, huh? How awesome. Now that's a pretty cool design. Kinda reminds me of the mirror of Twilight from Twilight Princess. But in we go, right? Oh man, is this a dungeon or what? I have no idea. That's why I wanted to heal my hearts beforehand. But here we are. The Temple of Hylia. There's her again. Now, is there anything around here I can explore or something? There's a door. I'm guessing, yeah, I can't get out of here. Just wanted to take a second to explore. So this must be what the sealed grounds is, just in the past, right? And everything's still the same? Pretty cool. Do we have a fairy? We do. So if any of these pots have fairies, well, I wouldn't need it, just because I have one. No, they're just rupees, but... Anyways, I'm breaking the tension here. We got someone to talk to. Hello there, you.
Hey!
At last, I've been expecting you, Link. You are doubtless overwhelmed, so I will explain things as simply as I can. This is the Temple of Hylia, though it will come to be known as the Sealed Temple sometime in the future. You stand in the past, ages before your own time. Here the goddess Hylia has only just sealed away demise. And little time has passed since the goddess sent the outcropping of rock into the sky that will one day become Skyloft. It is true to its name. You have passed through the gate of time to an era in the distant past. You will have many questions, but for now you must proceed back through the great doors behind you. It is there that the person you've risked life and blood to defend waits for you. Oh man, after all this time, we're going to be reunited with the one person we've been trying to protect this whole time. How great must it feel? Hello there, Zelda. You've come so far, Link. I'm glad you made it. I imagine Impa filled you in on everything. We've traveled very far from home, to the distant past. In this era, the wounds inflicted on the land during the battle between the goddess and the demon king known as Demise have not yet healed. All the fairy tales about that war we've heard growing up in Skyloft, incredible as it may seem, they appear to be all too real. I think it's time you learned the whole story. Let me try to explain. Also, this music. Just had to take a second to bring that. The old gods created a supreme power that gave everyone who possessed it the ability to shape reality and fulfill any desire. They called it the Triforce. In his thirst to make the world his own, Demise readied a massive army of monsters for war. He sought to take the Triforce for himself by force. The goddess feared for her people. She used her power to send both them and the Triforce into the sky on a slice of earth she cut away from the land. This floating rock became the new home of our people. In time, it came to be known as Skyloft. After a long and fierce battle, the goddess Hylia succeeded in sealing away Demise. However, soon after the Demon King was imprisoned, it became clear that the seal would not hold long against his fearsome power. Hylia had suffered great injuries in her battle with the Demon King. She knew if he broke free again, there would be no stopping him. And if the Demon King were to free himself, it would mean the end of the world for all beings of this land. In order to put an end to the Demon King, Hylia devised two separate plans and set them both into motion. Yeah, that expression pretty much sums up how I'm feeling right now. First, she created Phi. She made the spirit that resides in your sword to serve a single purpose, to assist her chosen hero on his mission. Her second plan was to abandon her divine form and transfer her soul to the body of a mortal. She made this sacrifice, as you have lightly guessed, so that the supreme power created by the old gods could one day be used. For while the supreme power of the Triforce was created by gods, all of its power can never be wielded by one. Knowing this power was her last and only hope, the goddess gave up her divine powers and her immortal form. You've probably figured it out by now, haven't you, Link? You are the chosen hero. And I, Zelda, I am the goddess reborn as a mortal. Wow, I knew I was the chosen hero, but the fact that you're a god, or the goddess, huh. The day of the ceremony, Girahim's tornado tossed me out of the sky and down to the world below. I was nearly captured by the demonic forces, but I was rescued at the last moment by the old woman who lives in the sealed grounds. I had no memory of all of my existence as Hylia, but she explained it to me. She helped me to remember who I was and what I had to do. I set out to pray at the goddess statues located in each temple across the land. Each statue stirred up memories within me. After I visited them all, Impa, an agent of the goddess, led me here, to the past. All of this is part of the same great effort to prevent the revival of Demise. Stripped of his true physical form by the seal that binds him, he takes the shape of an abomination. But even in his hideous state, he is more than capable of devouring this land if we allow him to do what he desires. We must stop him from freeing himself from the seal that imprisons him at any cost. That is why I intend to remain here in this time and place to sustain the seal as best as I can. As long as I continue this vigil, we might be able to prevent the Demon King from fully reviving himself in our own time. I must maintain the seal that Hylia, rather that I, created so long ago and kept it strong for as long as I am able. Keep it strong, not kept. With the memories of my former life returning to me, I can see now that this is my purpose. Link, the goddess created Phi and the Great Blade she's a part of for this very specific reasons. For the task of standing against Demise in the monstrous form he now assumes rests solely on your shoulders. Back in our own time, you've already driven him back into this prison twice now. I can't thank you enough for that, Link. So the imprisoned is Demise in that monstrous form? Huh. During your long journey, you've grown so much. Those eyes. I'm guessing he doesn't want to hear any of this either. You learned wisdom from solving devious puzzles and traps. You've gained power by honing and tempering both yourself and your sword. And by overcoming the trials set before you by the goddess, you've found true courage. Now that those qualities reside in you, you are worthy of wielding the power the old gods left behind for our kind. You can claim the Triforce. Valiant hero, you have endured many hardships and journeyed far in your quest to reach this place. Along your travels you have found wisdom, power, and courage, and for this I shall bless your sword with the goddess's power. May it give you and your sword the strength to drive back the abomination that threatens this land. The mark you see upon the back of your hand is proof that you are the hero of legend and that within you dwells sacred power. It is the mark of the Triforce. Stand now, Link. Draw your sword. The goddess has blessed your blade, and the Master Sword has at last achieved its ultimate form. The sword is now imbued with the mystical power to drive back demons, and only Link may wield it. Link, before I say another word, I feel like I owe you an apology. You see, the mark of the Triforce on your hand is a symbol of the greatest power in this world. If you can obtain the actual Triforce, we will have the power to vanquish Demise once and for all. The problem is, among the countless souls in this world, only a select few, those with the unbreakable spirit, can wield its might. It is impossible to know the true reason why the old gods created the Triforce, but I have a theory of my own. The gods created the Triforce, yet they specifically designed it so that their own kind can never use its power. Somehow, I think that may have been their way of giving hope to all the mortal beings of this land. Which brings us back to you. To face Demise and give the land hope, the goddess Hylia needed someone with an unbreakable spirit. That someone is you, Link. But spirit alone wasn't enough. You had to overcome many trials and awaken the hero within yourself so that you can wield that supreme power. And so and so I knew that if it meant saving Zelda, you would throw yourself headfirst into any danger without even a moment's doubt. I used you. I can't begin to tell you how sorry I am for pulling you into all this, Link. But you have to understand this is a war, and the fate of the land hangs in the balance. I need your strength to tip the scales in our favor. All that may be well intended and true, but it doesn't mean it's right, and it doesn't excuse my actions. But I am prepared to pay the price for what I've done. To ensure that the seal holds, I will remain here in this time, deep in sleep for thousands of years. Link, I can't say it enough. I'm so sorry for the way I had to involve you in this. But until my memory of things before our lifetime returned to me, I have no idea we were fated to carry such a heavy destiny. Before all this, I was happy just spending my days hanging around with you in Skyloft. I wanted that feeling to last forever. While it's true that I am highly reborn, I'm still my father's daughter and your friend. I'm still your Zelda. When Demise is finally gone, there will be no need for the seal that binds him, and then I'll be able to wake up. So I'm going to ask you a favor, sleepyhead. Ever since we were kids, I'll always be the one to wake you up when you slept in. But this time, when all this is over, will you come to wake me up? Oh. What the heck? Why? Why? I see you've said goodbye. Now you must keep the promise you made to her. You must find the Triforce. Return to your time. There is work to be done there. Do not fear for Zelda. I will watch her over here. Go and fulfill your destiny. Let's get out of here. To be fair, I almost cried in that cutscene. Wow, that's very sad. You can feel Link's emotion in that scene more than any other scene in the game, and he shows emotion everywhere, so you've returned. Then you know everything. On the other side of that gate, Zelda awaits, suspended in a sleep without end, but do not despair, for she is still alive and well. True to legend, the Triforce is the one thing with the power to vanquish Demise. It is thought to have been hidden within Skyloft by the goddess. Sadly, that is all we know of where it rests. All other clues to its whereabouts have been lost to the ages. Link, you have likely come to the same conclusion, but I will spell it out just the same. The key to finding the Triforce must be in Skyloft. Go now, Link. Find the Triforce. Whoa, whoa there, hold up. Link, there's something I gotta tell you. Does Groose know? So Zelda, how's she holding up? Was she okay when you saw her? What do I say? I gotta hand it to him straight. Actually, that's terrible. It's gotta be so hard for the poor girl. But you're going to do something about this mess, right? Link, I've made up my mind. I'm not going back. I'm staying right here with Granny. Aw, don't look so bummed out. Do I look sad? No, I'm doing what I want to do. I don't know how to explain it. I've got this feeling in my belly that there's work to do here. Someone's got to watch that big ugly monster, and someone's got to make sure Granny's doing alright. It ain't as action-packed as what you're doing, but maybe this is my destiny. Know what I mean? Besides, it's not so bad here. Living up in the sky was okay, I guess, but don't you just love the way it smells down here? What? That's not weird to say. Check it out! Zelda and Granny have brought life back to the land here. I bet even the weakest sapling could grow into a beast of a tree in soil like this. It'd brighten this place up a little too. I mean, sure, it'd take a few years for it to grow, but as far as I'm concerned, I've got nothing but time. It's weird to say out loud, but that's just how I feel right now. So yeah, you know, when you get back to Skyloft, do me a favor and let people know I'm doing okay down here. Colin and Stritch might get a little emotional since they look up to me, but you tell them I'm happy, okay? Thanks, Link. Whew. A lot definitely just happened, and I think I'm going to end this episode here just to kind of get my mind back at ease and think about exactly what just happened here. Zelda pretty much, well, Hylia, the goddess that resides in Zelda, locked herself away until we defeat Demise, the Demon Lord, the Demon King. And, well, we have to find the Triforce. So, I guess either next time on Skyward Sword Blind we will either do that or do some side quests that maybe open up now that we did all this stuff. I'm not sure. Maybe we'll do some side quests if you guys want to. Otherwise, I guess we'll begin our search for the Triforce. Oh man. So, with that being said, thank you guys so very much for watching, and I will see you guys next time for some more Skyward Sword Blind. See you guys then.